have to share
Yes,
again.
okay, yes. I'll show it, no problem. I'll just try to figure out. The first button is
有吧？
what?
有看到吗？
还没耶。OK。
I think
OK 来的。
Hello，大家看到我们吗？对不起啊，刚才不小心断线了。
应该看到。苏轼、钟瑞老师看到两个。还
Hello，
有
素贞，好。
晚上好。
哎呀，大家晚上好啊！Yeah，
我们
you
回
can
来了没有
share
吧？
now, Alena.
Okay, I'll try. Let's try again.
大家晚上好啊！Yeah，
It's totally fine, Okay.
Hey, Christine.
So these are our buttons for today. The first one is atomic. This one. The second one is that one, sizzle.
Diesel.
Yeah, sizzle. And the third one is a leaf. I'll share the link to my ebook for anyone who would like to buy it. But actually, you don't need it because I will be showing everything today. Atomic pattern is the pattern that grows from the center outwards, and how it looks like. We just draw a circle and draw 6 circles around it. Actually, the number of circles can be anything. It can be regular. It may be 4, 5, 6, anything. But I usually start with the 6. That one. And in expanse, we draw between these 2 circles and above. Between and above. I love it because you can draw it without any compasses, any rulers, and it will always looks nice. Circle connects to the closest neighbors, forming these triangles. Okay. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Like a star.
Around this circle we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to add one more and connect to the neighbors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Connect to the neighbors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And okay, again. So we just need to draw these circles in a manner so there are always 6 circles connected around the central one. This is the smallest atomic pattern. Why? Because then we draw these petals like that. Right? And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have to add 2 circles. And here will be another flower. Like that.
Winnie say like 6 friends holding hands together.
Yes, yes. Around the central one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. Of course, there is no reason to always finish these flowers. Because, okay, even here, you see, I left some space between them because it, as I started not from the center, but a bit further from it. The pattern changed a bit, but I left these flowers touching only in one point and leaving that. So this pattern is very versatile because you can have this flower. Then we can just, I don't know, have some space between it and add another flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we will have a flower here and a flower here. That's why I said that the number of these friends holding hands can be anything more than maybe 4. It can be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this way, to have an somewhat even grid, you will have to have these 5 friends everywhere, like that. It may be a bit complicated not to merge these flowers. Okay, so the next flower will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere here. Okay, but it's totally possible, you see. Yeah, that's why we will focus on this simpler version. Okay.
Okay.
This is atomic, and the schizo in the middle. We will be drawing in a mandala, and it will become much more obvious how and where to connect these flowers. So schizo is actually a slightly bigger circle, and then we add these shapes elongated that follow this inner curve. They look a bit like sausages, you see. On the next layer, we will draw them in a way to somehow to be above these breaks, these gaps. Like that. And we will add the smaller ones. Like that. It can be absolutely not symmetrical whatsoever. We can have several these small shapes. Anything you want. The main idea is to have this curve, this inner curve, and someone like an aura maybe, like that one. And we have smaller and even circles like that. Everything evolves around this center. So it's very easy to fill into any space like that. And we can just move on like that. So it can expand and fill any space. So this one can be as a mandala. It can be as a filler and can be as a grid. If you just draw several of them and fill them around. Okay, and the third pattern, that one. This is actually just a leaf. like that. But I imagine that it was robbed.
Mm.
This is the central vein. Yeah,
Mm.
easy. And then I imagine that this vein wraps inside the slit. And that's why we have this effect.
Mm.
So it's very easy. Of course, it can be wrapped from the other side, but it was not so obvious for me earlier, so I just used only from the one side, like that. So you just
Moving shape.
leave. I don't know. It looks like it. And when we add a bit of a shading, it looks almost natural, like that. So, which one was the hardest one of these three?
Mm.
Maybe
Sorry?
that one. Or which pattern was the hardest one to
Which pattern
understand?
is the hardest one, you mean?
Yes, yes, for you.
For me, atomic is a little bit difficult.
Yes, it's more complex.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Hello, Jennifer.
hello,
Jennifer
guys.
from United States.
Hello, everyone who joins us. So, grab your tiles. And if you've got Zendala, it's super because you can draw right on it.
Mm.
I will trace my round tile on this. So invisible.
Is
Okay.
this is a 3.5 centimeters square tiles? The square tiles
Well,
is
I will tell you now. It's maybe smaller. It's 10
oh,
centimeters.
mm, okay.
So somewhere in the middle, take the lightest pencil color that you will be using, except maybe for white. Maybe I will be using white. And mark just the, somehow the axis. It's not visible. Just to be easier, like that. Do you see it? It's just like a snowflake. It doesn't need to be very exact. So we got this circle and this structure. In the middle, we will be drawing this schizo. I'll try to close up maybe somehow. Bear with me. Okay, it's better. Okay. No, somehow it always jumps back. No? Okay. So we will start with the schizo. We draw slightly bigger circle than usually, and we will draw these sausages. The number of them doesn't matter at all. Everywhere we try to fill these gaps, and when we have a space, we will just add smaller pieces of them. Maybe I can add one here, like that. And we will do 1, 2, 3 layers of these shapes. Usually I draw the longer parts above these gaps, and later I fill them with smaller elements like that. That's why I said this is the very easy pattern, like that. Okay, so now it's the time for our atomic. You can see we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 circles more. So we have basically 12 circles. But don't be scared. We just draw 6 circles closer to the central part. You can draw smaller or bigger circles as you want. It will depend just how it will look like. So we have 6 circles. We're drawing them along these pencil lines that we have drawn earlier. Okay. And now we draw the next 6 circles between them and above. Somehow they always turn out bigger for me. I don't know how it is, how it works, but it works. Not to mess everything, we connect these friends lines. And so here we have this inner structure. Now it's time to add these flowers. So these smaller circles, the closest to the central part, these are these dots of these flowers. So we have 1, 2, 3, central one. Yeah, we need to add central one. Right above it, right above the first layers of the circles, above and somewhere between them. Okay, I might even connect them right away. Okay, you see it? Now we have 1, 2, 3, and we need 3 more friends. So we need to add 1 above and 2 from the sides. Like that. Then I rotate it. We have 1, 2, 3, 1 above, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. And rotate.
看起来很容易哦，结果画起来不容易啊。
Do you follow? Do I need to stop and maybe clarify something? Because it just, these flowers shouldn't be very even. They all should follow one rule. 1 circle in the middle and 6 circles, these friends around it. while you draw, I'll just show something. Actually, when I'm drawing a mandala based on the compass grid, I draw it like that. I draw it from the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I just add these circles in between these previous ones everywhere. You see? Then I need to.
You can draw very fast.
Oh, it's just sketching. I'm not being too, deliberate here. Just want to show the idea. Then right now we are trying to achieve the particular design. That's why we are drawing like that. But if you just add these circles, one circle, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and like that, you will almost always will have these friends. You see, there
Yes.
will be always 6 friends.
Always 6 friends.
Yeah, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, it is just the nature of this pattern based on
Alena,
triangles. Yeah.
Winnie asks, could you tell me what brand of pens do you use? It looks very smooth.
Oh yes. Actually, I don't have Micron PN in black, so I use this pen, Pentel Signo pen. I'll show it.
Pencil.
It's Pentel. Yes, it's almost like a brush, but it's not a brush. Sign pen. Yes, sign pen.
The PN.
That one. It's very, very similar to the Micron PN, but it's even smoother. You see, this is Micron PN.
ID.
It has a longer tip,
Mm.
and that's why it's capable of these broad lines. I love it so much.
Yeah, you can control the thickness.
Yes. Actually, something like that can be done with the fresh Micron. It's not very fresh. Let me check.
It is quite similar to the calligraphy pens.
Yes.
Beauty 那个数据有的卖这一支，
最近 Sakura 有出啊，苏珍老师对吗？Sakura 有出一个新的，好像类似这样子的。
这个是
Okay.
在我们的大众数据有的卖这一支。
Uh, they have the Pentel have the brush sign pen, and they have even longer tips. It's almost invisible, you see, but it produces even, wider strokes. They are absolutely beautiful for leaves. I love them. Okay, but that one, and that, no, I probably don't have a fresh Micron pen, so you just have to believe it that it can be a bit,
Not that smooth, huh?
yeah, but it's very narrow, a variation of these lines.
看来要断货了这个。
I love different pens. I've got tons of them. I guess it's every tangler.
Thank you for the answer.
Welcome. Okay, the next step is to connect these triangles. But you can also, of course, add another, maybe let's do it. another circle here, and we need, okay, we can just add 4. Let's see how different it will be. So this flower will be with 4 petals. Okay, let's do it. We add circle between these two and one above, and connect everything to the center. So this will be our central friend, one above, and 4. I've not done it before, so it will be interesting to see how it will turn out. I guess it will be nice. Okay, and that's it. Right now, I will just add these, how to say, these, not petals, these small strokes from the center of each flower. So this is our 6-petal flower. This is our 4-petal flower. 6-petal, 4-petal. Okay, that's it. This is actually how I usually draw mandalas. I draw main patterns. Now we will switch to the slits. And after the patterns are done, I'm doing the detailing. If your approach is different and you want to detail first each pattern, you can switch to these leaves and do roundings around these circles to form these petals and to black it out. And sometimes I add dots at the end of these lines. And this is the finished flower. Later I will smooth out all these parts. But for now, I'd love to move to these leaves. Okay. Let me try how it will look like. If we will. Oh, okay. Yeah. We will do in both ways, left and right leaves. So I will add the leaves like here in more arranged manner. So only 3 leaves on a side. And we will have 6 sets of these leaves. Okay. So here is our main leaf. It goes in the center and touches the outer edge of your mandala or of your mandala tile or of the mark line. This is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. I try to stay between these top circles, so it just don't touch too much from the side, just between them. The detailing of the leaf goes like that. We draw a very curvy line with this bump in the middle. Yeah. From the center, we draw this vein with another curvy line and smaller veins that connect to these middle ones. Usually I like the veins to connect in the middle, but you don't have to do this. And then in this curve, we draw these veins, maybe 2 or 3 of them. It looks like that these veins are goes from the back and we see them in front.
I see.
That central leaf is done. So we do curve 1, big curve in the center, curvy middle vein, the veins from that central one, okay, and the vein from the side. So this is the right, I don't know, curve, the left, and the right again. If you need me to draw slower to maybe show more details, just tell me. But I actually will be drawing this 5 more times so you can see it. Maybe try to close up a bit more. Okay, like that. So the central leaf, then the left one, and the right one. This is the curve. So you see the line wiggles right, left, and right again, and it makes this bump. The central vein, smaller veins. Here I add a vein because it looks natural for a leaf to have this vein visible here. And from the back. I think that this leaf is lovely because it's not very simple. It's not just like that, no, just a leaf. Nothing is wrong with that leaf too, of course. We can even add more veins here and there, like that. But that version makes it look maybe a bit more natural to me, and I love that. I guess I'm always drawing curvy lines and almost never straight, except for this atomic pattern. Maybe that is why I love leaves so much.
Jennifer said, love this tango and this lovely tarot.
Thank you so much. I hope that you will draw it and you will like it as I do. There is something magical in these leaves, in these leaf patterns and in flowers. I love drawing them on stones, on pebbles. I guess you got lots of pebbles in Malaysia. You definitely have to. And it's a very nice idea just to draw a leaf and to write thank you on the reverse and give it to strangers. I like leaving these painted pebbles in cafes, you know, everywhere when you connect with people and you just love to share a smile. This is a very nice idea.
Everybody is concentrate, focus on their drawing.
Yes, I'm drawing.
I thought it would be such an easy tangle.
Have to be concentrating.
Okay. I'm drawing the latest set of these leaves. Okay, I'm done with mine.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I will make it a bit smaller to fit the whole tile. Oh, okay, like that maybe. Okay. And as we've got not so much time, I just wanted to show how to shade this. But before that, I actually added these small elements to fill the whole central pattern, this central space, just like that.
Konbawa,
Hello,
Miki-san.
Miki. Konbawa. We have
Hello,
friends
everyone who
from
joined.
Japan.
Friends from Japan.
It must be so late for you guys in Asia. It's lunch
Yeah.
for me, but for you it's evening.
Jennifer asks, can we share these tangles with your
Sure,
student or our students?
of course, sure.
Of course.
There is no mystery in it, definitely. Okay, I will just detail these small petal ones. It looks quite nice. Yeah. And also I around the corners of these first circles to make them smooth too. Okay, like that. And actually here we have an option. We can add aura around all of this just to unify everything, or you can leave it like that and you will have just this open edge. Anything you want. I will just try to add these orbs between the sets of the leaves. Just because I love orbs. And it adds a bit more of contrast to the tile. Contrast and drama. So you see, it looks more unified with this central part compared to this one. It looks more airy, but I always love some difference. And here goes the actual coloring. First I show on the leaves. I've got two shades of green. With the lighter shade, I just color the leaves completely. As I've got quite a dark this background, this painted background on the tile, I might need to press harder to color these leaves, but not too much. Then I take the darker color and add shading right along this curvy edge, a bit on the side and at the edge. So actually I just add this colored shading and along the main vein too, to make it pop like that. Along the middle vein, along the edge. And actually I will add the same green shading here along the edge of the atomic, because it means that the shade is coming on the lips and the shade will be green, like that. Okay, I'll do this too. I'm using Posca pencils. Posca pencils, yes. They are oil pencils and they work fine on almost on any paper, on sea stones, when they are smooth, on rocks, on almost everything. That's why maybe I love them, because they are very versatile. I don't need to have too many of these pencils. Somehow I'm not very used to the chalk pencils that I used in Zentangle for shading and highlighting. So these ones are my go-to choice almost every time I color anything.
Poster color. Posca color.
Posca pencil, yeah.
Posca pen.
They come in Actually, you can buy them one by one in large stores, but they usually come in the box of 36, like that one.
Mhm.
You just see that it is a box of 36 pencils. But I always encourage people to buy new products, new pencils, one by
Mm.
one, just to
Mm.
check if they're handy, if you like how they look on your paper, on your specific paper.
Mm.
It's always nice. Okay, I maybe add a bit of highlight. And you see how white pencil smudges all the layers of this green, and it makes, I like this highlights, they're very smooth and not too much, like that. I just follow the curve to make the highlight. That's it. And actually, I love adding this shading on the very edge of the mandala. And I usually do it with the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in Cold Gray 3. It's the lightest. It's very easy. And it have absolutely no mess. But of course, it adds quite a, this bold shade. Like that. And I even can add shading around the central circles of the flowers. And then I will use 2 or 3 colors to shade the petals. Okay, to shade the petals, I use the lightest pencil and draw strokes from the center to the edge, not going all the way and leaving this white space. It makes me easier than to add highlight on the tip. These 2 flowers too. Like that. Okay, this was my lightest color. Then I add middle color. And I usually go only halfway to the moment where the light color was. So I always see this lightest color in the tip. And this way I make like a gradient. And this is the third, the darkest color. It's almost black, but it's not. And I just draw light circles around the center. And that's it. This is it. Then I just go around the petal, the edge of the petal to add more white. See, even on this dark background, this white is quite visible, so it's nice. And for the middle circle, I use white gel pen. Of course, you can use Sakura gel pens, but I love this Uniball Sigma Broad white pens because they have
Nice pen.
yes,
This is
they have
very
very
nice.
thick white paste like pigment. That's why I love it. You can decide if you want to add white to these circles around it. I wouldn't do everything white, but we can add a bit of volume to these small herbs. Like that. And I forgot about these small herbs between the leaves. I'm using the darkest color selected in blue. And maybe I will add a bit of light blue. Like that. I'll finish these two petals, the two flowers. You can do some flowers a bit darker, some a bit lighter, just to have some difference. Okay, like that. Maybe I even add white dots instead of black ones. It all depends on what you want to achieve. Like that. It's finished. For this coloring, I used watercolor markers. And of course, it's much faster and easier way to color. For these ones, I use these markers. It's just an example. You can use anything. You can use watercolor itself. These were just handy. Oh, and the central. I forgot about the schedule. I'm using my middle color blue. And I select the orientation of the tile like that. And I add these C shapes on the left of each element. Like that. On the smaller sausages, it's just lines. I just follow the shape. But in the middle, it looks like C, letter C. And then I use white pencil just to blend it off. Just not to make it too harsh.
Thank you, Jillian. Jillian says fabulous work.
Thank you. And the darkest color, blue, I use just to add here more of the depth. I'm not as good in shading as Anita than Linnea, but I do what I can. Yeah. And actually, that's it. Of course, we can add a bit of a darker color between these shapes. We can, I don't know, maybe add more white highlights, but maybe not with pencil, but with the pen. But it's optional. It's totally up to you. This is it.
Beautiful work.
And of course, you can just do that thing that you can just grab your pen and use any dark paper and draw it, and it will look quite nice too. Here I just added a bit of
White dot.
this, yes, this white highlights with soft pastel
Mm.
like that, and just smudged it. It's very easy.
Mm.
So like that. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I
Okay.
hope to see your finished works.
Thank you so much for your great sharing, Lena.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so
beautiful.
much. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I enjoyed it too. I will share the step outs for these patterns that I use here for Atomic and for Schizo, so you can share it and use in your studies and classes and whatsoever.
Okay, you will share in your Instagram account, right?
Yeah, and Instagram and Facebook, and right under the live
Okay,
itself on Facebook,
great.
so you can get it. So that's it. Thank you
Okay,
so much for
thank you
having
so
me.
much. Thank you so much. Um,
It
oh,
was fun, as always.
yeah. Thank you for joining us again, Alina.
My
We hope to
pleasure.
see you in future. Please
Yes,
come
sure.
to Malaysia.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
I definitely
Hong
need.
Kong.
Welcome to Asia. Uh, all right. So, I would like
I need to
hey,
switch the.
hello, Lawrence from Belgium or Portugal? 哎，哪里啊？不是啊
France บอก
，France 啊 Where are you now, Lawrence? Okay, thank you so much. Do you have anything to tell
Thank
our
you.
friends? You have many fans here.
I'm really glad that you joined us. I'm so happy when someone draws with me and draws my patterns, because I know that I'm sharing my passion, my love to drawing, and it calms me down. It still keeps me sane for lots of years. So I hope it's as beneficial for you as for me. And I hope that you will join our lives in the future. See you.
See you. Yeah, Lawrence from Belgium, living in Portugal. Yeah.
Portugal.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you next week.
See you
Thank
guys.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night and good
Good
morning.
night.